Archangel Michael says, something strange happened while you were completely unaware. A person who once smiled with you is now speaking behind your back, about your teeth, your image, and something that shook even the listener. This moment was not ordinary, it was the start of a chain that heaven decided you must know before it spirals deeper. That stranger wasn't just any person, they held influence, position, and a reason to remember you. What was said in whispers was meant to embarrass, belittle, and diminish your charm. But what they didn't know was that the angels were listening. A strange silence filled the air when your name was mentioned. Then, out of nowhere, the person brought up your smile, your teeth, and twisted it with an odd comparison to mock your aura. The stranger who heard it didn't laugh. Instead, they took note. There is a reason heaven is bringing this forward now. The discussion about your appearance, your presence, and your teeth has become a mask behind which jealousy hides. And the truth is, someone is planning to use this mockery to spark something much darker. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, the seed of gossip was planted not once, but repeatedly, and each time your glow only grew stronger. What was intended to break your confidence has only drawn more eyes to you. But a storm is gathering because someone is jealous that even your imperfections shine like royalty. Your teeth became a topic because your smile carries something divine, something memorable. They tried to joke about it, saying, "Who does she think she is, showing off those teeth like a crown?" But deep inside, they feared how people are drawn to you. The stranger didn't respond with laughter, but with curiosity. They began watching you from a distance, scrolling through your past pictures, and realizing that there's more power in your presence than the mocker could ever understand. A silent investigation began. And now that same stranger is about to send a message your way. It might not come in the form of words, but in action, opportunity, or even protection. What was meant for insult is turning into divine attention. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Someone is trying to plant insecurities in your mind about your looks. It's a strategy to make you feel less than who you are, hoping you'll lose your glow. But heaven is already preparing a response that will silence their laughter. Their plan is subtle but destructive. They want others to notice your teeth, your face, your looks, and pick flaws that don't exist. Their motive is envy, wrapped in humor. But what they fail to see is that your appearance carries ancient light. The mockery reached the wrong ears. Someone powerful overheard, someone with a voice that echoes in important rooms. That person didn't like what they heard, and they're silently siding with you now. A shift is coming, an unexpected reversal. The very person who laughed at you will soon face exposure. And the one who defended you silently will come forward with favor and connection. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The conversation wasn't just about your teeth, it was a doorway into a deeper resentment they carry. They're annoyed by how people are drawn to your aura, and how no matter what, you're remembered. It burns them that you're unshakable. They mimicked your laughter in private, even tried to imitate your smile. But what made them bitter is that they can never replicate your authenticity. Your joy is not cosmetic, it's spiritual. They've spoken to more than one person about you now. Each time, the conversation began casually but quickly turned into complaints about your confidence. They keep trying to convince others that you're too much. But their words are backfiring. People are becoming more interested in you, not less. The more they speak your name, the more favor finds its way to your door. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. A woman in the background is fueling this narrative. She smiles at you when you pass by but speaks differently behind you. Her words are not just mockery, they're spells trying to limit how people see you. She made fun of your teeth while holding her own insecurities in silence. She envies the fact that people find your smile honest, warm, and magnetic. Her plan was to turn attention away from you and onto your flaws. But heaven has decided to protect your face. An unseen shield is being placed on your image. Anyone who mocks it will begin to lose their own clarity, their own charm. Your beauty is divine, and no laughter can undo what heaven shaped. Someone will come forward soon to tell you what was said, and when you hear it, it will shock you. But you will not break. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A man, not even involved with you directly, has become curious about you now. He saw your photo by accident, heard your name from someone, and decided to find out more. What was spoken about your teeth led him to look deeper. He didn't find flaws, he found light. He noticed that your energy is different, even through images. And now, he's asking quiet questions. Soon, you will hear his name. He's not here to mock you but to uplift you. He may come as a helper, a mentor, or even something more sacred. You don't know yet, but your photo has landed on the desk of someone important. And they can't unsee your light. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There's movement behind the scenes now. That stranger is talking about offering you something, a surprise appearance, an opportunity, or an invitation. All because someone tried to mock your beauty and failed. The angels rewired the intention. What was spoken in shade is now giving you spotlight. The lie has been turned into your stage. The mocker doesn't know yet, but their voice triggered your next chapter. They might never admit it, but they opened the gate for your upgrade. This is how heaven handles disrespect, by elevating the one targeted. Archangel Michael says, "Stay still and smile stronger. The time of shaking is over. Now comes the blooming." Type Amen to get blessing 888. Someone from your school days is involved. A name you haven't heard in years is part of this discussion. They recently saw you again, either online or in person, and couldn't believe the transformation. That disbelief turned into gossip. They said things like, "She thinks she's so perfect now, just because her teeth look polished." But their words carried more pain than truth. They tried to gather others to agree, but it didn't work. Instead, someone they spoke to admired you more. That conversation is circling back to you with unexpected results. You will soon receive a strange compliment from a distant friend. It will sound random, but it's connected to this very chain of events. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. There's a shadow following the person who started this. Heaven is watching them now. Each word they speak against you is becoming heavy on their path. They wanted people to laugh, but now they're the ones being laughed at behind closed doors. Because every time your name comes up, it's in a tone of awe, not mockery. They underestimated the power of your light. Someone is going to tag you in a post, or mention you publicly with honor. It will reverse everything. You will glow, not in defense, but in divine validation. The truth is, your smile is your power. And heaven will use the very thing they mocked to open your next blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The energy around your face is shifting. Archangel Michael says it's because your image carries a vibration that heals others. This is why people remember your smile and why others envy it. The mocking was meant to distract, to make you question your worth. But your essence is protected. What they tried to use against you is becoming your miracle key. Stay grounded and prepare. A photo of you is being shared somewhere you never expected. Not for shame, but for recognition. You are about to be called into something bigger. A project. A partnership. A divine upgrade. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The voice that once laughed at your image is losing its influence. One by one, those who once listened are realizing the bitter root behind those jokes. The jealousy is no longer hidden, it's obvious now to everyone with eyes. A shift is happening because heaven has released clarity over confusion. People are starting to see that the one who mocks is the one who secretly wants to be you. They wanted to stain your presence, but they've only washed their own favor away. Your teeth, they were never the issue. Your light was. Your joy makes others uncomfortable when they haven't found their own. Now, a new wave of attention is being drawn to your glow. Without trying, you're about to become the center of something beautiful. A photographer, a content creator, or even someone from the media is taking silent interest in your look. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. There is a document being prepared right now. It includes your name, your face, your potential. Someone who watched you from the shadows decided to speak up in your favor. The voice that once mocked you will tremble when they realize their insults birthed a breakthrough. The very stranger they whispered to now wants to see more of you. What was gossip is now prophecy. You are stepping into visibility. And no cosmetic criticism can touch what is spirit-made. Heaven is preparing vindication. You may feel tension, but don't pull back. The wind that was sent to knock you down is now lifting your name to higher places. Divine reversal is here. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. A woman who once complimented you is now playing both sides. She nods when others talk about your appearance but sends you love in private. But Archangel Michael says her heart is divided, and she will be revealed. She laughed when they joked about your teeth, but then turned around and asked you for skincare advice. Her spirit cannot be trusted now. She's trying to benefit from your shine without honoring your truth. Be still. You don't have to call her out, heaven already did. Someone she respects is going to confront her on your behalf. And when that moment comes, you will receive peace. You'll realize you were never crazy for sensing tension behind her smile. You were just ahead of the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Someone from a beauty brand has seen you. They noticed your natural light and are stunned by your features. They're not looking for perfection, they're looking for realness, and that's exactly what you carry. They have your name on a short list. It hasn't been sent yet, but it's building. A campaign may be forming, and you could be the face they want to highlight. This is why the attack on your teeth came so randomly. The enemy always tries to pollute what heaven is about to promote. But Archangel Michael already intercepted it. Don't doubt your reflection. Don't shrink in the mirror. You are the vessel of something rare. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Someone took a screenshot of you recently. It wasn't to mock you, it was to show someone else your light. That moment is traveling from phone to phone now, opening new eyes to your presence. You might be unaware, but your image is speaking for you without a single word. There's a glow around your teeth, your skin, your smile, and it's been blessed. Heaven placed a unique code in your DNA. That's why no one can truly copy you. They can try, but something is always missing. The woman who started this gossip will soon feel regret so deep, she'll distance herself without explanation. You won't need to fight. Her silence will be her apology. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. A young man is watching you from afar now. He heard your name, saw your face, and something in him paused. He felt like you carry something familiar, like destiny whispered your name in his soul. He tried to ignore it at first, but your face keeps showing up. Every platform, every circle, your presence is growing. And now he believes you were sent. You won't recognize him yet. But his role will become clear. He's not here for gossip, he's here to protect and amplify you. Heaven has whispered your name to someone who will honor your light. And that's why the shadows tried to distract you first. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. They tried to stain your smile, but heaven is polishing your crown. A sudden burst of favor is about to hit. The very trait they mocked, your teeth, your face, your smile, will be the very reason a door opens. Watch for an unexpected invitation soon. It may come from a friend, a brand, or someone who simply says, "You're perfect for this." And you will remember this message. They won't even know why they're drawn to you, but heaven will. Because the crown has already been placed. And the throne is waiting. Archangel Michael says, prepare your voice. Your testimony is rising. What they spoke in whispers will soon be shouted in glory. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Soon, your mocker will need your help. Life has a way of reversing roles. The one who laughed will come to you with a request, small, subtle, but heavy. You'll feel the tug of justice when it happens. But you will also feel peace. Because heaven already handled it. Their tone will be different. Their eyes will be lowered. And your smile, the one they mocked, will shine with divine mercy. You're not just being defended, you're being upgraded. The spotlight is shifting. The timeline is bending in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Heaven is restoring your name in places you've never stepped foot. A leader is being shown your face in a dream. Your teeth were a topic, because your voice will soon be heard by many. What they tried to make ugly, God made holy. What they mocked is now being celebrated. You are entering a phase where beauty meets destiny. Someone will soon say, I can't stop thinking about that smile. And when they do, it will be the final confirmation of everything written here. They will bless you publicly. And your enemies will only watch. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. There is nothing ordinary about your looks. Everything about you was shaped to be remembered. This is why some love you deeply, while others envy without reason. Your face carries frequencies. Your voice carries ancient sound. Your image was never meant to blend in. The laughter was just a final test. And you passed without fighting. You stayed still, and heaven moved everything around you. Archangel Michael says, the mirror is not broken. The reflection they mocked is the one being glorified now. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. They tried to define your worth by something as small as your teeth. But heaven saw it all, and responded with elevation. Your reflection is no longer a target, it's a symbol of protection and divine attraction. Soon, people will approach you with compliments that seem too specific to be random. They will mention your smile, your glow, and even your aura. It will feel like prophecy in motion, because it is. You were never meant to fit in. That's why their words couldn't stick. You were carved out to stand apart, even when they tried to stain your image. Now the reversal is happening. The mockers are quiet. The supporters are louder. And you? You are unshaken. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. There is a photograph of you right now saved in someone's device, admired silently. That image is being used to inspire something divine. You've become someone's vision board, without even knowing. They stare at your smile and feel peace. They see your glow and remember hope. And soon, they'll want to meet you, to tell you everything. Archangel Michael says you have no idea how many lives your presence has already healed. This is why the enemy tried so hard to plant shame in you. Because your joy was medicine. But shame didn't win. Mockery didn't spread. Heaven stepped in and sealed your essence with holy light. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. You are about to be called for something major. A project, a campaign, a moment that puts your face where it belongs, centered and seen. And when it happens, people will remember what was said about you. They'll say, weren't they the one who laughed about her teeth? And the response will be, yes. And now she's the face of beauty. That's how full circle this moment will be. What was once a joke has now become a celebration. Your teeth, your face, your energy, it's becoming a signature of uniqueness. No filter needed. No apology required. Heaven is using what they laughed at to crown you. You are about to reign. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. There's a woman who copied your style. She mimicked your smile, posed like your photos, and even styled her look to match yours. But even after all that, she still couldn't carry your light. Because imitation can never replace authenticity. And your glow isn't something that can be duplicated. It's divine. Now she's the one feeling confused. She wanted attention, but it didn't come. Because the original always shines louder than the copy. Soon, she will vanish from your path, because her assignment has ended. She tried to replace, but now she's being removed. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. The time of laughter has ended. Now comes the applause. You will soon walk into a room where someone says, "We've been waiting for you." Not because of what you said, but because of what you carry. That face, that smile, that soul, it holds codes heaven has unlocked for this generation. There is influence being handed to you. You didn't chase it. It found you. That's why all this warfare tried to distract you. But you made it. You crossed the fire. And now you're walking into rooms that were always meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. And to the one who said, "Your teeth don't look right," a truth is coming. They will bite their tongue when they see you smile on a billboard, in a reel, on a stage. And no one will remember their mockery. People will only remember your glow. They'll try to act like they supported you all along. But you'll know. You'll feel their unease in your presence. And still, you will rise. Because grace isn't petty. It shines even in the face of betrayal. That's why your blessing will humble them. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. Someone who overheard it all is preparing to meet you. They saw the disrespect. But they also saw the resilience. And that moved something deep in their heart. They want to align with your journey now. Not to save you, but to stand beside you. This will be a connection rooted in loyalty, not flattery. You'll feel it when it happens. Their presence will bring calm, not chaos. And their words will sound like the healing you've been waiting for. Heaven sends helpers when storms pass. Your helper is already on the way. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. The journey isn't ending here. This exposure was part of the process. You had to be mocked to be magnified. You had to be laughed at before being loved publicly. Now the tides are turning. Your teeth, the very feature they joked about, will now be protected with heavenly fire. No tongue raised against them shall thrive. Your name is rising. Your influence is expanding. Your glow is becoming global. Archangel Michael says, they can't stop what has already been sealed in glory. Walk boldly. Heaven is watching. Type Amen to get blessing 8080.